You are watching Morning Musings with Reinhard von Hennigs, chairman and founder of Bridgehouse Law in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What is the CTA? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. The CTA is the Corporate Transparency Act, enacted and set aside by court and then re-enacted and then set aside again. It is a bit of a complicated question. Are we being concerned about the CTA or not? As recent as March 2nd, 2025, the US Department of the Treasury announced the suspension of the CTA enforcement for US citizens as well as for domestic reporting companies. What triggered the CTA to get started with? The overall idea was that in an interconnected global economy, you need to know your customer, you need to know your business partner. Corporate transparency has emerged as a cornerstone where ethical business and sustainable growth go hand in hand. If you know you can trust someone, if you know who it is you're dealing with, business is better for all. The challenges, however, were that so much data was collected, so much data about the beneficial ownership information, BOI, and the whole disclosure of BOI to unknown sources triggered one lawsuit after the other in the United States. The Financial Crime Enforcement Network, also known as FinCEN, was in charge of this new law. But the challenge was that nobody really knew how this new law should be applied, what are the criteria, and how the reporting should be done. And therefore, court actions one or the other. Now it is no longer being enforced. That's at least the current ruling as of March 2nd. I wish that the Treasury Department would have not just announced they are stopping the enforcement, but that there's an act of Congress setting this law aside, just invalidating the Corporate Transparency Act and exchanging the transparency with a different method. Why does transparency matter? It builds trust, credibility. It's also mitigating risk of fraud. And lastly, it gives you a better chance to know who you're dealing with regard to decision making. There are, from a legal point of view, data privacy concerns. Who's checking the data which we are submitting to FinCEN? Who are checking who's storing our data? And even more, who, in case of a breach, has access to our data? On a global standard, we need unified reporting standards that the world is getting closer and closer, and therefore also the enforcement of foreign money transactions should be getting closer and closer. My quick answer to the stop of the CTA is like that. If your organization has integrated transparency modules, your core values are open, and regulation would then really not matter because you drive innovation and stakeholder value just by your own actions. And this by itself is an increasing value in the global market.
Whether you're a private citizen, an international business leader, or simply someone eager to stay on top of the latest news, this book is a great way to get caught up on the most recent developments in the worlds of international business, tax, politics, and social affairs. Go to morningmusings.com and order your copy today.
Thank you for joining us today. If you would like more information about Bridgehouse Law, please visit our website at bridgehouse.law. Before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more up-to-date content. Bridgehouse Law, business-minded, client-focused.